All right, here we are. The live show is now beginning. Our live stream is on Facebook, YouTube Live, and Periscope. And today's topic from Videoguys is Yi Technology action cameras, especially 4K action cameras. We're super excited about this. Can we go to the shot of the cameras? Here are these little puppies. They are this small for me to be holding in my hand. This is the regular 4K model, and this is the 4K Action 4K Plus unit. These are really small. I mean, here's my big mitts. Here it is. I'll show you my mug so you can see for comparison with the drinking mug. They are super duper small. You can get them with waterproof housings. We have all kinds of different mounts for them that you can use. We also have them available with a selfie stick. We'll go into that a little later. Let's talk about the different models and why we're so excited about this. First model is a 4K camera. On sale now for $199.99. It's also available in a kit with the selfie stick. How much is that kit again?
That is $279.
$279.
With
Thank you.
a Bluetooth remote.
Oh, cool. With a Bluetooth remote and a selfie stick, which I'm trying to work, but as you can tell, I'm just bad at this. So trust me, it's a selfie stick. It opens up, it gets long, and someday someone will show me how to work it. In fact, I'm going to throw it over to Ed, who's going to actually get it working for me in a few minutes. Cool. So now we'll get back on point. All right. They also have, and this is the one that I'm really excited about, the 4K Plus action camera, 60 frames per second. It's called an action camera because you're doing action. You're doing high-speed stuff and stunts. You're on a bike. You're on a snowboard. You're on a skateboard. 60 frames per second means we can slow this down in slow motion and get great-looking, amazing video. So 4K, 60 frames per second. It's normally $399, intro special $339.98. On sale now. We have these action cameras in stock for immediate delivery, folks. Let's talk about these action cameras. And this slide, I want to thank DIYphotography.net for providing. We found this slide on their website. There's a link directly to their website on our YouTube page. You can get back to it. Some very cool information here comparing, and we doctored up a little bit too. It's the Yi action cameras versus GoPro. If you're in the action camera space, if you've ever used an action camera, if you've ever thought or heard of an action camera, you hear of GoPro. It's kind of like what Kleenex is to tissue, GoPro is to action camera. Well, the Yi's coming on strong, and we're super excited about it because we think it can give GoPro a run for their money. So let's look at this. The GoPro Hero Black, $399. The Yi 4K, $199, half the price for 4K. Here's where I love it. The Yi 4K Plus, 60 frames per second, $339.98. 60 frames per second is huge with action footage. How do they do it? They do it because they have secret sauce. They have the Ambarella H2 chip, which we're going to get into a little bit more, but Ambarella is they make the chips that power all these action cameras. This is the latest and greatest from them. 60 frames at 4K footage, no one else can do it. If you're a sports guy, you gotta have it. How does it do it? Higher bit rate, obviously, double the bit rate. That's thanks to the new chip. And also what it's got, which is really cool, is 4K image stabilization. Let's face it, this 4K footage bounces around a little bit. With the image stabilization that's built into this product, it does a pretty good job. We were pretty impressed. We play with it ourselves a little bit. Courtney played with it, and when we show you the video later, you'll see what it really can do. But very exciting. Also, they have USB-C instead of they have a USB-C port, which we think is really exciting too. The Yi cameras do not have HDMI input. They communicate directly with your phone via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. We'll get into that a little bit later. And then the 4K Plus also has voice activation, which is a cool feature we're going to talk about. All right. Let's talk about one of the things you can do with the Yi camera that's really exciting. You can go live streaming. What you do is your phone, you download an app to your phone, then the phone talks to your camera, and then through the phone, through the app, you can go directly to Facebook, and they'll be adding other things that you could stream to. We've played with it. We've done it here. It's pretty cool, pretty exciting stuff. Of course, your connectivity speed of your cell service and your Wi-Fi could be a factor in that. So you want to really play with it and test it. It works great when you have the optimum kind of settings, but as Courtney found out, when you don't, it can be a little frustrating. But it's a cool feature, and we're really excited about it. And they have an app that's either for your iPhone or for Android. You download the app. Not only does the app allow you to do the where the phone can talk directly to the app, you can see the video on the app and stream it from the app, but the app also gives you controls of all the settings for setting up your camera and getting into different settings, which makes it a little bit easier, a little bit more real estate to play with. All right, biggest thing is 4K 60 frames per second. 60 frames per second means you can slow it down and get great looking slow motion. Let's take a look at some action footage that the folks over at eTechnology put together on the 4K plus action camera, 60 frames per second.
How did we make 40 frames per second? This time, we used AMBA H2 chip, the most advanced chip in the world. The newly supported raw picture capacity will also give you more room for photo editing as well. We've reinvented E4K all over again. With a 100 megabit per second bitrate, it made professional grade post-production possible to everyone.
Okay, so once again, let's talk about what sets apart this 4K plus action camera from every other camera that's out there. What you're getting with it, if we can cut back to the camera, I'll talk about it while it's there. You're getting 4K 60 frames per second. You're getting the Ambarella H2 chip. That's the new brain of it. It's the latest and greatest from that company. I actually met the folks at Ambarella years ago. They were talking to me about the technology. Very, very cool stuff. They're in all the action cameras now. You get USB Type-C connectivity. You get image stabilization, 4K image stabilization, and you get live streaming. That's a pretty powerful combination if you ask me. Once again, we'll get a little geeky now. The Ambarella chip, they make all the chips that power all the action cameras. This one is the latest and greatest. Highest level of throughput, brain cells, flips, flops, could do the most of any other chip out there. Really, it's the brain behind the whole camera, and we're really excited. That's why you can do 4K 60 frames per second. It's stunning when you get to play with it. All right, steady. The image stabilization, very cool. No other action camera has 4K image stabilization. The eTechnology 4K Plus does. All right, voice control. Shoot, begin recording, stop recording. Very cool stuff. You don't have the ability to touch the buttons on the camera. I happen to have Ed set this up for me. See, there's the selfie stick going. Oh! Man, that was a bad thing, but these cameras are so rugged. We don't have to worry about it falling on the floor. Oh boy, that was a goof. Okay, so you can make it start and stop with the different words and the vocals, which is a very cool feature. Let's see how the voice control works while I try to figure out why I'm so clumsy.
Moreover, E4K Plus comes with the voice command feature. Just tell E4K what you want, and E4K Plus will do it for you. After countless tests,
Start recording.
E4K Plus can now accurately understand you. With live streaming, you can share your adventure on most major streaming platforms before they've even begun.
Oops, we're back. Sorry about that. All right. It's got, like we said, the eTechnology cameras have a powerful, intuitive, easy to use interface. You operate it directly from controls on the back of the unit on the screen, or you can operate it with your camera, with your phone, with your iPhone or your Android device. All right, let's talk about some of the other stuff they have besides the 4K action cameras. We've got a handheld gimbal. That's not shipping yet, but it's a high quality electronic gimbal that can give you super steady action footage when you're moving on a moving device. We're really excited about that gimbal. It's $199, and we are taking pre-orders for that. All right, they have mirrorless cameras. The EM1 mirrorless cameras starting at $349. High quality cameras, still photography. They have home security cameras. I'm not going to call security cameras, home monitoring cameras. They have the Home Camera 2 for $89. They have the Yi Home Camera 1080p and the Dome camera. These are cameras that you can deploy throughout your house to monitor what's going on when you're not there. So you can put one in the front to see who's coming in and out of the house. You can put one on your backyard. Let's say you have a swimming pool, you want to know what's up. Or let's say you have a rec room downstairs with a bar in it and you want to keep an eye, make sure the teenagers aren't into it. Or you want to keep an eye on one of the little kids' rooms, the toddlers' rooms. It's great that you can put it in there, use it as a nanny cam, whatever you want. You use a app that's a Yi Home app that lets you see on your cell phone, see what's going on the different cameras at any given time. These are really, really cool. In fact, our advertising director, Jim, loved them so much, he's going to put 2 or 3 of them in his house. So it's very exciting. All right, they have a dash cam. Yi Technology actually started in the dash cam business. Dash cam is a camera you mount on your dashboard to be able to record what's going on either in the vehicle or is the vehicle facing forward on what it's doing. They have dash cams starting at $79.99. And here's the one that I'm really excited about. It's not secret, but it is really exciting and cool. It's not officially shipping yet, but we are taking pre-orders for it, and that is they have a 360 VR camera. That's a small action camera that's got a hemispheric lens on both sides, so it can do 360 video. And they have their own stitching technology software, so it could stitch the footage together, so you can edit and create 360 VR footage. And that's real exciting. At $399, it's hitting a really attractive price point. It's a really solid unit. We got to see it and look at it a little bit at the NAB show, but we haven't had one to evaluate yet. But as you know, if you're following the Video Guys blog, we're really keeping tabs on that VR space. It's a real exciting space. Lots of cool stuff is happening. Adobe just purchased Metal. VR is a big deal. We're excited about this camera. It's just going to bring the ability to create VR footage to make it easier and less expensive for you to do, and maybe do some VR action footage, which is pretty exciting too. All right, let's review the 4K action camera series from Yi. These are all in stock, available for immediate delivery. We have the 4K Plus action camera for $339.98. We have the 4K camera for $199, and we have the 4K camera bundled with the selfie stick for $279.99. Where can you use an action camera? Well, of course you can use it for action sports, but there's other places too. You can use it for nature photography. You know, if you've got some critters in your backyard, or you go on hiking and stuff, leave it set up, see what walks up to it. There's always great footage of an eagle stole a GoPro camera. It was great footage, so you could be that footage. Sports, any kind of sports. Your kids playing sports, you can put the camera on your kid's helmet. You can have the camera on you if you're the coach pitching to them. If they're playing hockey, you can put it on the hockey basket, or on the rim, the hockey net, or on the basket for basketball. Events, all kinds of events. You know, we have a lot of wedding videographers are starting to use these cameras now. They're sticking them, you know, one guy puts it in the bride's bouquet. We've also seen the groom mount a action camera on him before. Or sometimes you put it on the altar so you can get the preacher on really close up, or up in the looking down for a top view from the huppah or whatever kind of thing you're getting married underneath. Recreation activities, a lot of fun on stuff. The family's doing camping, families going to a park, families going on rides. Say you're going on a roller coaster yourself. Really cool. Just hold it tight. Don't drop it. And then also people are now using it for live streaming. Like we said, you know, with the app, you can go live streaming through your phone to Facebook with these cameras. We're also, Courtney and Ed are playing around with how can we integrate these cameras through their Bluetooth and their Wi-Fi with NDI in order to get it so that we can get it right into a Wirecaster or a TriCaster. We got to play around with how we're going to do that. We might need a laptop or some other device in the middle, but we're pretty confident, given our creativity and our friends in the industry, that we're going to be able to get that to work and at some point get these Yi cameras feeding directly into a TriCaster or a Wirecast gear. All right, guys. That's our webinar today. Videoguys.com, 800-323-2325. We've got live people here. Give us a call. We'll talk to you about these cameras or any of the products we sell. If you want to get one of these cameras, you say, well, how do I edit the footage? We can help you with that. We can tell you what you need to edit 4K footage, what kind of computer you need, what kind of software you need. We've got live people who can answer your calls. You want to talk to Courtney, who loves this product? Give her a call. Ask for her. She'd love to help you out and get you in the right e-camera that's right for you. So this is Gary from Videoguys.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on LinkedIn, go on Periscope, be on social media. We're on Google+. We're all over the place on social media. Plus, you can visit our website, Videoguys.com, subscribe to our blog. But most of all, give us a call. Give us a chat. 800-323-2325. This is Gary Batan for Videoguys.com talking about the Yi Technologies 4K action cameras. Peace.
Videoguys is available Monday to Friday. Give us a call, 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter to stay connected with all our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.